Welcome back to my channel. Last time you guys saw me, we were in LA. We did the Gymshark LA lift event. So I want to jump on and basically recap what we've done for this European workshop tour, because we've done a lot. We've filmed very little because it's been chaotic. So this video will just be to recap, not necessarily a vlog as such, but something just to go over my workshops and then also some of the content we got at different places. Buckle up, let's rewind all the way back to the 14th of August. We flew into Manchester from LA and we stayed in Manchester until the 19th. That was my workshop day. In Manchester, I only had one workshop, so Manchester wasn't as busy or as popular as my other workshop locations that I had, and I was in Manchester initially to meet up with MyProtein, which I actually was able to go and do while I was there. This is so crazy. This place is insane. Visited them, met the CEO, met Jerome, who was head of athlete management kind of thing, and just got to know everyone, which is really fun. Fast forward to the 19th, I had my Manchester workshop. That was really good. We had a couple of no-shows, which was a little disappointing. I always wonder why when we do workshops there are some no-shows, maybe because last minute they aren't able to come and they know that the cancellation period is a little bit off. That was a little bit disappointing, but the people that did show up were incredible. It was so amazing to meet them. We did it at a place called 3D CrossFit, massive space. We had so much room, and then literally straight after we caught the train to London. Got into London and we checked into our Shoreditch apartment. Not a great place. Really, it was just crazy. Obviously, we had trained in on a Saturday night, so it was busy and loud, and it was hot because we had a bit of a heat wave come through. So I stayed there for the Saturday night. Then I had my London workshops on the Sunday, and they were awesome. They were super packed out. All the tickets were sold out for the London workshops, and I always host my London workshops at Lift the Movement in Shoreditch. Really, really great. It was actually really fun, the London workshops, because we had a really easy setup with the level of the students that were there, and that I could actually kind of divvy out a certain amount to go and do one drill while the others did another drill, while the others did another drill based on their goals. And then once that was done, we kind of just chilled in London for a couple of days. We went to Dishoom, had our first Dishoom breakfast. We love Dishoom breakfast. Pretty sure I've got Christian hooked on Dishoom now, which is great. Steve was already hooked. He's like a fat salmon on a rod. He just loved that shit. Steve's just sitting there typing like, huh? And then it was time to head to Amsterdam. So we actually ended up staying in a place called Buckingham and Lloyd's. This is the place that Steve actually organized, and it was so nice. It's such a beautiful stay there. The beds were super comfy, but it was cut short when Christian and I ended up leaving for Amsterdam at 4 in the morning in the middle of the week. So because we had so much going on and so much business stuff, and to be honest, this trip probably came at the worst time, in the sense that Steve and I are going through so many different changes with businesses and life in general and things like that. It wasn't the best timing to come away and be away from all of the work and stuff. But because of that, Steve had a lot of meetings and things he'd organised in London. So what we did is that Steve actually decided to stay in London at Buckingham and Lloyd's. Christian and I went to Amsterdam. We actually loved Amsterdam. It was really calm, chill, just relaxing, which I can't say was the case for any of the other locations we've been to thus far. We're about to hit the town on our bikes. You guys are on my bike right now. Oh, this is actually so cool. It's gonna be so shaky though, this content.
Can you go no handlebars? It's the tree.
We were able to hire some bikes. We got to riding around town. We had this cute little Airbnb that was on top of this area that had a lot of food places.
Oh.
So if we were tired at the end of the night, we could really just walk down, grab some food and return back home. We got to visit a couple of different places in Amsterdam. We didn't do too much sightseeing, honestly, because we were doing a lot of work, a lot of filming, a lot of content. Content creation at its best. And then we ended up going to the workshops. This space was probably the most ideal place for a workshop. It was just open, it was wide, the ground was awesome for people to handstand on. There was a lot of wall space for people to practice on. And it was just an awesome setup with the whiteboard and the open space and the natural light coming in. CrossFit Amsterdam. That's literally what it's called. And it was owned by an Aussie, actually. He's super, super lovely. He is actually from Brisbane, so definitely more similar to my accent than anywhere else. Jam-packed workshops. I maxed it out at 25 initially, and then I had so many people messaging me. I know comfortably I can take 30. 30 is my max. So I opened up those spaces and they got filled within 10, 15 minutes, which is wild. So we had 30 in each workshop in Amsterdam, which comfortably fit everyone. Meeting so many different people from so many different places is amazing. From there, we actually stayed that night and flew from Amsterdam to Berlin the morning of Sunday. The minute that we landed in Berlin, we checked into our hotel, we literally had a shower, got dressed, and then went straight to the workshops. Berlin workshops were held at G3. This was an awesome space as well. It was a little bit smaller than the Amsterdam one, and we did actually open up those extra spaces like I did in Amsterdam. 3, 2, 1. We were able to clear up different areas for different drills and then use the wall at the back for the people who needed the wall at the back. That was really good and obviously met a lot of lovely people. Continuing on our journey in Germany, we ended up doing the Sachsenhausen concentration camp, which was a labor camp back in World War II. It was wild. Like, I was on the phone with my mum this morning talking about it. We obviously don't have any video footage. We're not going to share any of that, but I could definitely talk about my experience, and it was just eye-opening. I was saying this morning to my mum when I was talking about it, in this modern day and age, I'm so far removed from that side of history that sometimes I forget that it actually happened. And I think that's the whole point of these places still being open, is making sure that people don't forget that that has happened and that we learn from that. We never allow that to happen again. Yeah, it was just super eye-opening. I learned so much. So much. We don't really get taught it as much as what we probably did 20 years ago. So to go and experience something like that was super eye-opening. It was very somber. It was very mellow. And I think, to be honest, it kind of threw our whole day off. Like, once we got home, we didn't really do much. You just kind of dedicate your day to the thoughts that you're thinking about afterwards, because it's just a lot. But I do recommend doing it. So after we did that, we were in Berlin for a couple of days. And then on the 30th, we flew to Dublin, which we are currently at. We're staying at the Address Connolly, which is a spot nice and close to the city. And I actually have my workshops today in 1 hour, which means that once we're filming this, we are going straight to doing this workshop. So we're up to current day now. We did go and see Northern Ireland yesterday. Steve was catching up with some people up there. It was misty and moist. The weather hasn't been great. Honestly, what you guys are seeing right now is the sunniest it's been all week. It's probably the sunniest we've had weather-wise since Amsterdam. So yeah, we've got the 2 workshops today, hoping they're going to be good. These ones are capped out at 15, so they're a lot smaller. And the reason being is the space that we're using doesn't have much room past 15 people. So I capped it out at 15, opened up the 2 slots, 1 till 3, 4 till 6. 2 hours long each, and then we are donezo. Tomorrow, I have no idea what we're going to do, and then we leave on Monday to go home. We fly to Boston, and then we fly from Boston to Vegas. So we're going to get in at like 2:30 a.m. Then we're back to normal vlogging and normal routine, and I will then see you on the next video, which should be either a workout video or a vlog or whatever kind of just comes next. But we're hoping to get into a more, I guess, consistent posting schedule. We've got Christian now, which is amazing.
So windy.
What the hell?
Back down, let's go.
We've got to work out how we can utilize him both for both Steve's channel and my channel. So if you don't see any videos on my channel, go over to Steve's, because I'm sure you'll see enough of me on his. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed to be notified every time I post.